And now, Perfect Pairings, brought to you by Total Wine and More.
Bring out the booze.
All right, so on to the perfect pairings we go.
And by the way, we're getting into rum.
Oh,
which
okay.
now it's
Sounds serious.
Now la cosa está buena. Things picked up a notch even more. Now we're getting into the tall grass, as I like to say. Aged rum, good stuff.
Super premium aged rum.
Cannot wait to see how this my father goes with that.
All right.
Take it away, Eric. Here, what do we got?
Well, I mean, what we have is super premium aged rums. And so here we go with letter A.
Number one smells like candy.
As I like to say, number A.
Yeah.
Man, this thing, it's almost kind of like it visually, it's almost like a redhead.
I haven't taken a sip, and it's hard to tell the difference right now on the nose from this and like a good cognac.
Yeah.
It's very cognac.
Right?
It's cognac forward.
Cognac forward, if that's a term. It smells amazing.
It's cognac adjacent, right?
It does smell good.
Oh, so good. And again, it's almost red. It's almost red. You know what I mean?
Wow. That's not your daddy's rum.
Brother.
That's really nice.
Brother. Oh, and then it has like a nice little, almost like a little sugar cube finished.
I don't remember rum being like this back in the day.
This is
because you were drinking
level.
crap. That's why.
I know that.
Because you were broke and you were drinking crap.
So
this is good stuff, man.
It is good.
I do want to clarify. These are not the kinds of rums that you would mix in a cocktail.
Right.
These are rums that you would sip on their own, neat, like what we're doing here.
Yeah, this isn't one of those like bat-sized daiquiris that you're getting.
Do not add water. That this is not any of that. This is enjoy it. Wow. Enjoy that product for what it is. That's it. That's an exceptional rum. If you notice, it's still, it's pretty balanced. It is sweet.
Yeah.
But it's also dry.
It is dry.
It's not like that over the top sweetness. It's really nice. That is. Woo. So I tell you, the nose is. I just want to keep smelling it.
So how does it play with the cigar? What's it doing with the cigar, Mr. Ivan Ocampo? You just took a nice, healthy puff.
So it does have some alcohol in it. So all the flavors that came through on the smoke right now were all they came through a little bit softer because of the overpowering heat of the alcohol. So maybe I should take a drag first.
I'll tell you. Well, no, I just did it the other way. So I drew the smoke in first, let it out, and then took a sip. And whatever sweetness the rum had, to me, almost went away. And it left me with mostly dry notes. So it did, the cigar impacted the rum quite a bit as well. But the rum does impact the cigar. Of course,
yeah. You can't get the sweetness out of the cigar, all those chocolate flavors, after you take a sip from the rum. But they're still very good with each other.
Yeah, you can still enjoy it because, again, as I always say, you could take the sip and then take 2 puffs in between or 3 puffs in between. So really nice.
I know we're drinking good stuff when Yami shorts us.
Yeah. You guys want to jump over to B?
Yeah.
Yeah. This, by the way, for me, if I had to do a pecking order, I would puff and then drink because the finish from the rum is amazing. It's amazing.
Are we talking about A?
I'm talking about A.
Yeah.
So now let's jump over to number B.
So not as intense on the nose.
Yeah.
As A was. A was jumping out of the
flat.
glass.
Yeah.
Right?
Hello.
Not that it's flat, but it's flatter than A.
Yeah.
I'm almost not getting anything on the nose from B.
Yeah, it's a lot less. Like I said, A was like if you would have told me that it was cognac, I would have believed you.
Right.
Until taking a sip, obviously.
It's sweeter and a little bit thinner to the taste. It's not as, the mouthfeel isn't as robust and full, and it's sweeter. It's definitely sweeter.
Yeah, it's definitely lighter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's I don't want to say watered down, but I think unfortunately compared
none
to
of these can be watered down.
But you know, but I just feel it's very gentle. It's very gentle. It's very light. I would almost say if you're new to rum, I would almost say this is a very good one because it's very It's very light. It's very light. It almost feels like if it's a really hot day.
But it doesn't.
It's a great little sipping rum.
It doesn't impact the cigar nearly as much.
Exactly.
So the cigar is almost not exactly, but almost back to its 100% level.
Yeah, unaffected.
Not exactly, but it's almost there. It's almost as if you hadn't drank anything with it. Just kind of interesting. So let's see what the other direction does, right? Having the puff, then the rum. Yeah, I tell you, the cigar is so freaking good right now. It has hit its stride.
I think Eric is in cruising altitude right now.
No, it is such an excellent smoke.
It is good.
You are free to walk about the cabin.
Yeah. My God. So this rum is quite different than A.
A is more refined.
I think I have to agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's more balanced. It's more intense while not being so intensely sweet.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool.
See,
This is very good.
Yeah.
I would refer to B as #dangerous.
You can drink a ton of it.
Because
It'll just go down.
you know the famous last words. I can't taste the alcohol in this. I can't taste the alcohol in this. It is so smooth.
My God, did that happen to me once in the DR. I was there on vacation. My wife and I, first time ever leaving the kids.
Oh boy.
And I was like, hey, this is nice. And I'm drinking rum. And I'm like, what do they do in this resort? Do they not put alcohol? Like, what do they water down the rum? And I'm drinking rum. After a while, I was like, oh boy, no, there was alcohol in there.
Eric woke up. Where's my shoe?
Yeah.
I'm missing a shoe.
Just to follow up on the watered down comment there, would you drink this on the rocks?
I personally would not, because and we haven't tasted C yet, but I know the level of rum that we're pouring here. Mm-hmm. So these are all 25-year and up aged.
Right. It would almost be a shame, right?
So
yeah.
So I think
do that.
B, the flavor would suffer by putting ice in it significantly, and then A, even though it might help it a little because it's so much mouthfeel it has, but I think it would hurt it just because it's so good on its own.
So that's a really good point. So when you cool down alcoholic spirits, when you cool down spirits, they tend to get more viscose. So they tend to get thicker and they tend to get sweeter. Mm. However, that comes at a cost, right? Because when you drop ice cubes in it, they get colder, more viscose, sweeter, and then they get watered down. And so you have this like expiration time. So if you do want to do that, if you want to cool it down, use those
big cube.
No, well, either a big cube, which lets go of water. It takes a lot longer, so that would work. Actually, a big cube with these would work really well. Or those like metal cubes.
Oh, sure.
That cool it down without
giving
you water,
without watering it down. Yeah.
So that would be cool. But again, I don't want to disparage B because it's still excellent.
It's really good.
It's just A set the bar really high.
Drinker beware.
Yeah, but A set the bar high.
Because my friend, you could pound this thing. You could have 5 or 6 of these, and the next thing you know, who turned out the lights?
Yeah.
Who turned out the lights? No, but this, it's so good.
I love that B allows the cigar to still be
so if you
star
really,
of the show.
If you really want to get the most out of the cigar, then B is the way to go because it sort of lets it play. It lets it do its thing.
Yep.
And it's so smooth. Ooh.
All right, let's jump over to C. All right, much more caramel on the nose.
This is almost even more redder than A was. We got ginger rum over here. Ooh.
I'd like to know from the listeners how many people order rum out there on its own, like sipping rum.
This is pretty exceptional too.
Yeah, I wonder if rum is
as popular. It gets ordered here in South Florida for sure. But
South Florida, New
Rum
York.
almost seems to be like the number one thing you mix with something, right?
Right.
As opposed to like you know, a scotch, a whiskey, a vodka, a tequila. You generally,
yeah,
you know, as opposed to rum, it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna put that in my pina colada. I'm gonna put that in my daiquiri. I'm gonna put that in my rum and soda. You know what I mean?
and yet it pairs so well.
Oh yeah.
With these cigars, it's a perfect pairing.
Well,
Hey, wait a minute. That's the name of the segment. Hey, you're on to something.
well done. So, I think C is exceptional as well. C, very well balanced. It does have sweetness. It does still have some dry notes.
It's like a fuller version of B.
Hey, you know what? Nailed it. #100. Yes, absolutely. It's a little bit more heartier.
Yeah,
It doesn't lay as flat.
yeah.
I hate to use the word. I hate to use the word watered down because it's not watered down.
But it's not dry like A. It's,
Right.
It's sweet.
It's
But it does have that very thick, viscose mouthfeel.
Yeah.
yeah,
it
to,
really
to the
does.
point where I think in the back of your mouth, your taste buds kind of water a little bit.
Yeah, that's those are the dry notes. Mm-hmm. That's definitely.
It's almost like taking a bite out of like an, I don't know, not an apple.
yeah, like a flavorless apple.
Yeah,
let's say.
you know,
Yeah,
and then your taste buds get like excited. You know, they get stimulated.
yeah, like
and
if
they
you
start
took,
working.
like it has the effect that the apple has on your palate, but without the apple flavor. Yeah, that's. I have to say, C is pretty freaking awesome too. So how about with the cigar?
Creak, creak.
I may like C
I think we're in our zone
with the
here.
cigar, right?
Well, I did a puff and drink, and I was waiting for the rum to give me something at the end, and it didn't. So I'm gonna go drink and puff now.
C is like the perfect like after dinner, almost like a
Oh man,
dessert.
yeah,
Like
I love how it plays with the cigar.
See, I would drink and then puff because this one is a perfect balance between A and B, but it doesn't have any finish for me. So I think if you drink it, you get that, your taste buds get activated, and then you take that puff, and then the finish from this cigar completes the journey.
yeah,
I think that's the way I would go. It's amazing. I mean,
I think it adds a C, different from the other two. It adds creaminess to the cigar.
it does.
Like when you take the sip, then you take the puff, the cigar becomes creamier. A lot, like it almost like borrows some of the creaminess from the rum. So, for me, like I loved A
yeah.
and I loved C, but with the cigar, I think C pairs better.
I think so. I mean, I think A.
That's me though.
I think A would be just the rum, nothing else. It's just me.
Or maybe a different cigar would work.
Me. I'm gonna call this rum Adelaide. Just me and Adelaide, just hanging out together,
Okay.
just talking, staring into each other's
Adelaide,
eyes.
huh?
That's it. Just me and Adelaide, just staring
You
into
ever
each other's eyes.
see you saw Adeline? You ever see that movie?
No.
With Blake Lively.
Oh, I saw
Pretty cool.
Guys and Dolls. One of the female characters is Adelaide.
Okay.
Amelie, have you guys seen?
I
Amelie?
love Amelie.
Oh, okay. Just kidding.
All right. Well, that really went nowhere.
No, but I
That went
think,
nowhere. You've seen this? No. You've seen that? No.
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 you have a TV? No, no. But I think A is something that is, to me, that's one of those. You're in a dark speakeasy. You're kind
That's
of
my jam.
You're kind of
that's
you're kind of holding hands. You're kind of staring at each other's eyes. Maybe you're telling some things that aren't completely true, but and then that is like
What's your name? Adeline.
You're putting
No shit.
you're putting cones around you guys. Construction area. Man at work. Do not disturb.
not
Everyone
disturb.
go away. So A is its own little sort of production.
Okay.
Which one would you buy?
Honestly, I would buy all of them.
No, I'm saying for the house. Like you want a bottle at the house, and you're gonna pour it for some
Well,
people.
why don't we wait to find out what they are?
Yeah.
Then the prices. Then we can make that decision. Or you want that decision before price?
Yeah,
Okay.
like style wise, I'm
Okay.
saying.
So A to me is by itself. It's just me and A. Everybody go away.
Yeah.
I'm working. I'm in,
I'm working here.
I got the construction hat on. Doot, doot, doot. Everybody go. C, master class with the cigar. Master class. And B, again, I would say, even though it's a high-end rum, if you've never had rum, I think it's a great introduction.
Yeah, I have no real problem with B. It's just that
It might have the least alcohol of the three. Who knows? I don't know, but maybe
no
that's
idea.
what it is.
no idea. So you want to bring in Yami?
Yeah.
Hit the button marked Yami.
Hello.
Drum roll, please.
Here comes Yami.
All right, guys.
Curious to see this order here. This is going to be amazing.
And if there's anything left, so we can pour.
All right, here you go. A is Flor de Caña, Centenario, 25 years.
That
It's a
was
40%.
exceptional.
Oh, very good.
You can see it.
That was exceptional. So that
Is that
is
is that Nicaraguan?
yeah. So it's Nicaraguan. It's the 25 year because we have. By the way, we have the 20, and this is the 25.
Shout out to all the Nikas out there.
Woo-hoo.
Man, that's an amazing rum.
All right, and then ready for B?
B.
It's Ron Centenario with a 30-year anniversary, and it's a 40% alcohol as well.
That was all three of them were just
Rums are good when you see it as Ron.
rum. Yeah,
Ron de Jeremy.
That to me is like Carlitos Ray.
yeah. Ron Centenario.
Sosa.
That was
Sosa,
excellent.
better known as Ron.
Excellent. It didn't play great with the cigar, but it was excellent.
But yeah, but that's, again, it's one of those. It's you drink it, it's good. You may
was
not
amazing
you might not even need the cigar.
on its own.
Just let it do its thing.
And then C, you got Safra rum, aged 30 years, and it's also 40% alcohol.
Love it.
All right.
Awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Love it. Look at that.
Awesome.
The
We've
bottle,
been-
everything, top to bottom.
We've been huge fans of Safra for a long time. That is an excellent rum. That one's made in Panama. So we have Panama, Centenario, Costa Rica, and Flor de Caña, Nicaragua. So these are all Central American rums. 25 was the youngest, which was the Flor de Caña, which was awesome. And the other two were both exceptional. It's just that the Safra really played better with the cigar. That was
Is there
awesome.
anything left there?
By the way,
Not after we get off the air, it won't be.
That's a numbered bottle. I don't know if you can show it. I don't know what number we have now, but that was
1309 out of 2267.
and what year? What year is that one? Because every year they do a
2017. Wow. Bad year for my Dodgers. Great year for Zafra.
okay. All right, man, amazing. All three of them honestly were awesome.
Yeah.
It's like I said, it's about how they paired with the cigar.
This was a special tasting when we have these age statement rums here, and
I'll tell you.
It really is, and the key is, all three were really good on their own.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of which one played best with the cigar, and that's like the best scenario, right?
Right.
It's a best case scenario. So
I would almost call it. I always call our show the Smoky Treat edition. I would call this the Treat Yourself edition.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not a big fan, and I have it at home, of the Flor de Caña, the regular stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But man, that 25 is...
that was next level.
Yeah.
So yeah, the one that you buy for mixing is like the 7-year.
That sucks for me.
It doesn't suck. It's
It
just
doesn't
that it's for
suck.
mixing.
Yeah.
It's for mixing.
Right. That's its purpose.
Yeah, but when you get the 20 or the 25, holy mackerel, those are excellent. Well, outstanding. All three were amazing.
It's the Treat Yourself edition of Cigar Snob magazine.
Thank you, Yami.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Yami. Yes, indeed. Hey, and as always, another thank you is our buddies at Total Wine and More. And as always, Perfect Pairings is brought to you by Total Wine and More, where you'll always find the right bottle at the right price with their lowest price guarantee. You can visit Total Wine and More at TotalWine.com. And I'll tell you time when I went to Key West, that's the last place we stopped, loaded up when we went and saw Kenny Chesney.
Where is it? Where is the Total
here.
Wine and
You hit it here before you went.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where the Kendall one before you?
Yeah,
went
absolutely.
Down?
And then you get on the turnpike and you head down south. But we went to go see Kenny Chesney up in Tampa.
Cool.
We went to go to Key West. That is like our. They know me now. They walk in. They're like, "Whoa, where to this weekend?" Because we clean them out. We clean them out, and I hope you clean them out too. Because Total Wine is the spot.
One more check back on the cigar, right?
Let's check it back.
It has again kind of transitioned after the rums.
Changes.
That's right.
So where are we at here, my friend? So we were in our dark chocolate era. Where are we now?
Yeah, I think that the peppers have come back up, right? As the heat is getting closer to you, the peppers have cranked back up. The earthiness has cranked back up, and now it's kind of different than it was a second ago. So it takes you for a ride.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. When I go into a cigar lounge, I have a few brands that I usually pull for. Then I'm like, I'll usually go for like an Oliva Melanio, a Villiger 1888, but this one might just join the rotation because at $12, this is an exceptional
It really
smoke.
is.
I mean, the whole lineup of my father that's almost like my everyday cigar, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I just
Do you find
because it never fails? You know what I mean?
Do you find that the Fonsecas, maybe not this one in particular, but do you find that the Fonsecas fit in that same my father smoking profile? Because they all have kind of like they all like taste a certain way, you know.
Yeah.
They all have like several brands.
So the original Fonseca that my father released,
right?
I agree with you. It is a departure from my father,
right?
So it's a very different my father offering.
So
and
now,
I think they did that really well because
Absolutely.
it's a Fonseca, so
Absolutely.
it's not like a La Promesa or a Flor de las Antillas or any of those. And so that I thought they did a great job by making that one a departure.
Yeah. And now this adds another level of
Yeah.
Like
I think this is excellent.
and I don't mean this at all in a negative way because I'll be honest, this is truth. This is truth. My father is my everyday cigar. I will go and I will smoke on my father on a Tuesday at 2 p.m. But if you want to,
Rocky, did you hear him? Did you hear what he just said?
come on, Rocky. Listen, Rocky and I, we've gone some rounds, but Rocky and I is my guy now. I mean,
Are you Dolph Lundgren in this? Are you Apollo Creed? Are you Mr. T? Who are you in the Rocky fight?
If he smokes, he smokes.
Okay.
All right. But if you want to, maybe this is a Friday night, maybe this is a Saturday night special kind of thing. This particular offering from my father.
Thanks for watching Cigar Snob on YouTube. If you like what you saw, like, comment, and subscribe. There's a lot of content on our channel. And we also print a magazine, so subscribe to that at cigarsnob.com. But in the meantime, catch you on the next one.